In the campaign, I promised the American people that I would build a cutting-edge missile defense shield to protect our homeland from the threat of foreign missile attack. And that's what we're doing. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we have officially selected an architecture for this state-of-the-art system that will deploy next-generation technologies across the land, sea, and space, including space-based sensors and interceptors. This design for the Golden Dome will integrate with our existing defense capabilities and should be fully operational before the end of my term. So we'll have it done in about 3 years. Once fully constructed, the Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they are launched from space. I'm also pleased to report that the One Big Beautiful Bill will include $25 billion for the Golden Dome to help construction get underway. That's the initial sort of a down deposit. And we have probably, you're talking about, General, we're talking about $175 billion total cost of this when it's completed. This afternoon, I'm also announcing that I will appoint, very importantly, General Gutlein to lead the ambitious new effort as the direct reporting program manager for the Golden Dome. Very talented man.
I'm 39 years old. I can't. I have a sick daughter. I can't provide her with anything. There is no bread. There is nothing. I'm here since 8 in the morning, just to get one plate for 6 people. While it is not enough for one person, it's basically not enough for one person. 6 people each get 1 spoon or 2 to barely satisfy the hunger we are experiencing. Now, after we get food from the soup kitchen, thank God, you see the number of children I have. This is my niece who is paralyzed, and this is my daughter who has a heart disease, bronchial asthma, and epilepsy. She is not growing up. She is 7 years old and she weighs 11 kilograms. Thank God, as you can see, this is breakfast, lunch and dinner, thank God, after we got food from the soup kitchen. This is an ongoing issue for more than a month and a half or 2 months. I wish everyone to stand by us. Our children are dying slowly.
Oil prices jumped Wednesday over fears that Israel could be planning an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. International benchmark Brent crude was up around 1.5% by mid-afternoon in Asia. That followed reports by CNN that Israel is planning an airstrike. It cited US officials as a source. The report said Israel had been observed positioning munitions at air bases and conducting what could be a preparatory exercise. But CNN said it wasn't clear if Israel had made a final decision to strike. Traders fear any attack could threaten crude supplies from Iran, the third largest producer in the OPEC group of oil exporters. There are also concerns that Tehran could retaliate by blocking the movement of tankers through the Gulf. That's a vital supply route for crude from Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and other nations. The US and Iran have been holding talks on the future of the country's nuclear program, with Donald Trump at times suggesting a deal could be close. However, Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei this week cast doubt on that. He said he didn't think the talks would bring any result. Even if there is a deal, the CNN report says that could make an Israeli airstrike more likely, if it did not include the removal of Iran's uranium stockpile. Other factors helped limit the rise for oil prices on Wednesday, however. Market sources said that included signs of stronger supply, with US stocks of crude reportedly rising strongly last week.
Severe drought in Syria this year could cause 3/4 of its wheat crops to fail. That's according to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO. But last week, US President Donald Trump said he would order the lifting of all sanctions on Syria. raising farmers' hopes.
In order to give them a chance at greatness.
We are anticipating a kind of food gap, food shortage of 2.7 million tons of wheat for this year.
Tony Ettel, the FAO's Syria representative, said the flow of funds could revive the agriculture sector.
This is indeed helping the agricultural sector for an improved production through the access of technology that can help in better use and efficient use of the water resources.
Wheat farmers like Asad Azzeddin have seen their crops fail due to the drought. He says, quote, "It did not rain at all." Shepherd Jassim Abu Mohammed faces a similar dilemma. He is worried that farmers may not be able to support their families during droughts. Syria's agricultural sector was severely damaged by fighting and heavy bombardment during 13 years of civil war. Now drought has worsened the situation. Damascus depended on wheat imports from Russia to support a bread subsidy program in the past. But Moscow suspended its supplies to Syria soon after Islamist rebels toppled former President Bashar al-Assad. Unable to buy wheat and fuel, Syria's new government lobbied for a lifting of US sanctions, which for years isolated the Syrian economy and made it dependent on Russia and Iran. The EU has eased sanctions related to energy, transport and reconstruction, and associated financial transactions. However, some have argued that this is not enough to support Syria's political transition and economic recovery.
The Princess of Wales is wearing a beautiful dusky pink gown by the designer Jenny Packham. She's wearing the Lover's Knot tiara, which actually was worn by Diana's figure here at Madame Tussauds in the 1980s. She's wearing replica Greville diamond earrings, a Royal Victoria Order sash, and the Royal Family Order of Queen Elizabeth II. It took 12 months and around 20 artists to create every single detail of Catherine. So the hair, the skin colour, the eye colour, and then the costume as well. We had an in-house team working 5 months on replicating the costume because there are so many details that have to come together that we wanted the team to really get involved. So over 10 months, we've got the brand new figure that you see before us today.